Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday, I think I'm putting this up. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys something extremely exciting. So I recently placed an order on Sephora's site and the package recently arrived. So I wanted to go ahead and do a first impressions with you guys. So the product that I'm going to do a first impressions on today is the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset Palette. So this is how this little baby looks. So freaking cute. To begin with, this palette is made in the USA, which is amazing, and it retails for $25. I'll leave a link down below if you guys are interested in picking it up. I believe it's available on Sephora's site and Beautylish as well. I'm just going to briefly talk about Natasha Denona's brand in general as a whole, just to give you guys a little bit of a background if you guys are new to her brand. Then I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you guys, let you guys know my first impressions, and then apply it on my eyes as well. So for today, I just did my face makeup, but I left my eyes bare so that you guys can see how this works, because I want to really see with you guys, is it really worth the money and is it really like worth the hype? So briefly, Natasha Denona is a brand that is sold mainly on Sephora's site and Beautylish's site. It's more of a luxurious brand. It's not even high-end because a lot of her products are priced super high. She has products like eyeliners, eyeshadows, foundations, mascaras, bronzers, blushes, but she's mainly known for her massive eyeshadows. She has a bunch of different eyeshadows ranging from different sizes and ranging from different prices as well. Most of her palettes retail for about $129, and then she has some palettes that retail for $169. Now, I've never tried any Natasha Denona palettes because of the reason that they're so expensive. Did I want to test them out? Of course, but spending $129 or $169 on one eyeshadow palette is kind of like, it hurts my heart, because I know that I can buy myself like literally a wardrobe of shoes and clothes with that money, and then to just spend it on one eyeshadow palette, it's kind of like, is it really worth it? Is it not? I have so many different eyeshadow palettes. Will the Natasha Denona palette be a crazy unique one? Will I only use that one? I don't know. Some of her popular palettes are the Liora palette, which includes a bunch of like pinky purpley tones, and then one of her other most famous palette is the Sunset palette, which has a range of warmer tone shades, which is the one that I was honestly interested in. Also the Liora palette, to be honest. But like I mentioned, I did not want to spend the money on it. So then that leads me to this little man right over here. So she recently came out with this little palette, and this is how it looks once you take it out of its package. Super adorable, so freaking cute. It contains 5 different eyeshadows. The reason why I was so excited to see her release this teeny little baby cookie man eyeshadow palette was because now that I have this small little guy in my life, I could see what her brand is about, mainly her eyeshadows. I could see how I like them, how they perform, if they blend well, if they don't, and then I'll go ahead and commit to an eyeshadow palette that ranges from, you know, $129 to $169. Now, I do want to be clear, I don't mind spending that kind of money if I know, like, let's say it's my birthday or I want to treat myself out, and if I know I'll get a lot of use out of it, for sure. But to right off the bat spend that amount of money and not really like know what you're getting into, even though you could return occasionally, like, I didn't know if I was going to put myself in that position. So now that I have this one right here, I'm going to test this out and see how it performs, and then I'll go ahead and make an educated decision on if I need one of her bigger palettes or not. So let's get started with this little guy, and I'll show you guys all the colors and swatches. Okay, so this is how this little one looks. Super beautiful. There are 5 different eyeshadows that are included in here. There are 2 mattes and 3 metallic-y type of shades, and each eyeshadow contains 0.2 ounces of product. A typical eyeshadow is usually 0.5 ounces of product, so you are getting a significantly less amount in here, but again, something that I'm totally okay with because I want to see how this palette performs. So that's how it looks. Really beautiful shades, a lot of like bronzy brownish tones, and I feel like you can create a look just using this. Okay, so let's start off with swatches first, and then I'll go ahead and apply this on my eyes. Oh my god, the matte feels so buttery and smooth. Yum. And it looks like there's no chalkiness. It looks very matte and has like a clean look to it. I don't know. So here, this was with 2 swipe swatches each. Those are the 2 mattes. A little bit lighter in tone, but they definitely don't seem like patchy or anything. Then I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the metallic shades, also very butt-like. Yeah, so cute. I feel like these 2 bottom shades have a little bit more of like a grip to them, as opposed to this one, which has more of like a slippery type of feel. Let's see. This is how the palette looks once they're swatched. I think that they swatched pretty nicely. There's no fallout, no cakiness, no chalkiness at all. I think it's really nice. So let's see how these look on the eyes now. All right, so I did go ahead and set my eyes already. I will say that this palette doesn't have any shades in here that is great for setting the eyes. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade first, which is the shade Halo. It's a really nice camely type of color, and this is gonna be used on a Sigma E40 brush. So tapping my brush in here, there isn't any like hiccup really, and let's see how this looks. And I think it's applying very nicely and very evenly. And that's a nice amount of color just for dipping it in once. Very, very nice. Alright, so this is how the first eyeshadow looks upon first and second application. I think it blended out pretty nicely. Nothing too major or special. I do really, really like this color. I think it's like a great first transition shade, even though it may be a bit dark for some skin tones, but I do believe you can make it work because you can go light or you can go a bit heavier. This wasn't hard to blend out at all, and I think it's nice. Not, oh my god, crazy over it, but it's really nice. All right, the next shade I'm gonna go in with is this one right over here, which is the brown, and this is called Dirty Mars. It's such a stunning brown color. Like, it's not too cool, but it's not warm either. I feel like it's like perfectly in between. This one also doesn't have a kick up. It has a teeny amount of kick up, but nothing major. And I'm using this on a Sigma E38 brush. I'm gonna put this like in the crease, but a little bit lower. So let's see. That's just with one layer of brownness. I think it has a great amount of pigmentation to it. And also this is blending out very nicely on top of the like camely type of color. Really pretty. I like this brown. It's such a good brown, you know? It pairs so well with the like previous shade that we use, and it blends it out very nicely as well. I really like this combo. For the lids, I'm going to use a shade Apollo, which is this shade right over here, and I'm going to use it on my finger first, and then if I need the help of a brush, I'm going to go in with a brush, but I'm going to put this on my lids. Let's see how it's going to perform. The moment of truth. I'll swipe it first. Whoa, that is silver foil. Or should I say gold foil? Now I'm just kind of like dabbing it on, but it's really pigmented. It's such a stunning color. It's like yellowy gold orange. I love it. Okay, so my camera just died. In the meantime, I just lined my upper lash line, and I will say I love this eye look. It's like simple, but it makes a statement as well, and it was so simple and easy to create. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right over here, which is called Guava. It's a really nice goldeny, opal-y type of color on a Sigma E21, and just put this on my inner corners to highlight, to see like how it's gonna highlight my inner corners basically. I want to see if it's like light enough. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I think it's a stunning color. This might even pass for a facial highlight. I don't know if it would be great for my skin tone, but if you have like a medium to deep complexion, this might look stunning. Not might, it will look stunning. So I do really like how it's applying on the inner corners. It's applying very simply and nicely, very fast, pigmented, opaque, just the way I like it. And I love it. I'm gonna put it under my brow bone just a teeny bit too. It's nice. I'm just kind of scared to go overboard because I don't want it to be too much there. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm gonna use the same colors, which is this one, this brown one, and then maybe a little bit of this like goldeny coppery color. I'm gonna use the ABH brush that comes in her palettes. And let's do this. Was there shadow on here before? I don't know. I think there was shadow on here before. Okay, so scratch that. I'm gonna be using the E55 brush. Oh. so I really like a defined lower lash line. So that's why I put like a lot of the brown. But I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in with just a random, regular, fluffier type of brush. I don't really like this brush, it's so scratchy. But yeah, I need to wash my brushes. Everything is dirty. So the matte's applied super nicely on the lower lash line. I put a little bit of that like goldeny, bronzy color. I didn't really like how it applied because it wasn't as like opaque and pigmented as it is on my lids, which is fine. I usually don't put like metallic shades on my lower lash line, but yeah, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. But I really, really like this look. I'm gonna go ahead and align my waterline with the Essence Extreme Lasting Black Liner. I love this. It's like, look at this. I'm not even doing anything. It's like $3 at Ulta, and it's so simple to use. Now that I'm thinking about it, I maybe should have used like a brown one, because I think it would pair really well with this look. But I want to put on my mascara now with you guys because I've been loving this mascara. I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I love this. Let me show you guys how hot this looks on. I'm telling you, so good. Watch. You guys can see what a huge difference it makes. This one has volume, length, and fullness, and this one does not. I think this mascara is one of the best ones. So that's pretty much it for the eye look. I didn't go ahead and put on any lashes. I feel like it's more wearable like this, you know? And a lot of you guys also mentioned you like when I don't necessarily always wear lashes, because I feel like it's not like everyday kind of thing that people do, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. My overall final thoughts, I guess, from my first impressions just is that this is really, really nice. Do I think that this is a super beyond like unique look? Not necessarily. I'm sure I can create this kind of look with other palettes that I have, but there is something really nice about this one. I felt like it was so easy to use, and it just very simple and a fast product, and I'm totally about that kind of life. I love like the simplicity of it and the size of it too, because it's the type of palette that you would throw in your purse or in your little makeup bag and get ready with like on the go or in the morning on the way to work. It's a very everyday appropriate palette, and I felt like these shadows did blend in very, very nicely. I'm so appreciative that she actually released something like this, because now I know, okay, fine, her palettes are pretty good. I want to go ahead and play around with it a little bit more to see what I really like deeply think about it. You know what I'm saying? But to the most part, just from using it today, I love the eye look. I love it. And usually I'm not so sold the first time. Like usually I'm like, ugh, I don't like this, or okay, this is not working out, this is not looking too good. But with this look, yes. I also wanted to mention in regards to size comparisons, this is the Too Faced chocolate chip palette, and this is the Natasha Denona palette. So compared to each other, you guys can see they're pretty much in the same small sized family. So just for reference, in case you guys were curious, this is very, very small. Like, look. Like my finger could pretty much cover up the whole thing. But I still think it's worth the $24. I really like it. I really hope that she comes out with other palettes of this size with different color schemes, because I feel like I would get so much use out of it. It's just such a simple palette. I'm in love. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to know what your comments and thoughts are on this look in general and on this palette, if you guys picked it up, or if it was something that you skipped out on. And let me know if this video helped you guys in your decision making, because I would love to know if you were like contemplating on it, and then after watching this video you're like, no, I'm sold, I need it in my life, you know? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.